Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton action and beyond. This week we're in Bulgaria as we catch up with the sibling duo who are shaking up European badminton. And world champion Chandra touches down in Dubai as he helps to boost the sport in the region. Located to the southeast of Europe, Bulgaria sits at the heart of what is known as the Balkans. Once the preserve of such sports as weightlifting and gymnastics, other sports have begun to make an impact, none more so than badminton. The recent success of its female players have helped raise the profile of the game. Badminton Unlimited was in Bulgaria's capital, Sofia, to find out more about a sibling partnership that's making waves in European doubles.
My name is Stefania Stoeva. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Bulgaria. I'm a professional badminton player from 11 years old.
And I'm Gabriela Stoeva. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Bulgaria and I'm a professional badminton player also from 11 years.
The Stoeva sisters grabbed the attention of European badminton when they won gold in the doubles event at the European Championships last year. Since then, they've been marked as the future of European badminton. For both girls, their badminton journey started as a hobby.
My best friend showed me the sport because I was changing many sports. I couldn't decide on which sport I have to be. And she showed me this sport. It was starting like hobby just to do something in my free time. In 2006, when we won the national championship under 13, I decided just to continue with the sport.
Before badminton, I training dancer. This was my dream. One day I go with her in the hall, and the coach there said that he will take me and I will start to play the sport. I just do it like hobby on also my free time, but on the Friday. And suddenly my passion come this sport coming too much, and I love it.
Sisters and best friends. Their close relationship made it a natural choice for Gabriela and Stephanie to partner up for the doubles.
From the first day when we went to the hall, we started to play together. And we just continue, we didn't stop.
We started in 2006, we played the national team in our hometown and we played for the first time double together. It's more easy if it's your sister or brother to play each other, because then I know that I will not change it, my partner.
As siblings, they share a close understanding, and their different strengths on court complement and make them the perfect combination for the doubles event. Gabriela's major assets are her agility on court and defensive play, while the younger Stoeva is much more aggressive and packs a powerful punch in her smash.
I play more aggressive attacking, and when we play double, I don't like to go to the nets because I'm not so good like her, and I like to play more on the back because my smash is strong enough, and I just prefer to be on the back, not on the front.
I like front court and the defense, and I prefer to be in the front. I leave her to be in the back. I don't have like her smash, and it's hard to be in the back when she can do much better than me.
Currently ranked 23rd in the world, the sisters have won 3 tournaments on the BWF Tour this season alone. But their victories are largely limited to the lesser-rated international series events. The sisters are eager to break into the top-tier tournaments, but are aware of the demands.
On Grand Prix and Grand Prix Gold, this tournament, they're really tough because China is playing, all Asia is playing there, and it's not easy to be on quarterfinal or semifinals because the Asia is not giving up. They are fighting like crazy.
Originally part of the Bulgaria badminton training setup, the sisters took the decision last year to move abroad in a bid to take that next step. They now train in Switzerland with their German coach, Gunther Huber.
We decided to be in another country to training because here in Bulgaria we don't have so much players and so much different kind of movements or training here. and it's much better to be in another country to see how they play, how they training, and they just helping for us, and also they're very good players there.
The thing is, they are young. They are very, very, very young, and they are already very good. So from the starting point is pretty good. So when you look on good badminton players, their top career age is about 28, 29, so they have 10 more years. And 10 more years, when you are already top 20, you will end top 10. They will be the best European ladies double we will have.
The Stoeva sisters' latest win came at the Swiss Open International earlier this month, and they also reached the quarterfinals of the recently concluded Dutch Open Grand Prix.
The Grand Prix, this also Grand Prix Gold and another very big tournament are very strong, and it's very tough. But I think our time will come to play on this tournament, and even if we can win some of the biggest tournaments.
Our goals for 2014 is to win some of this Grand Prix, to have this title also, not only challenge, and we'll fight for this until the end of the year.
Young, talented and determined. The future is bright for Stephanie and Gabriela Stoeva. The sisters are already a recognized force on the European women's doubles scene, and with hard work, surely it won't be long before they are among the elite. It's time for some trivia. Name the player who won his first ever Indonesia Open title this year. The answer after the break.
私の好きな食べ物はチョコレートとチーズです。肉です。私の好きなことはネイルです。私の音楽を聴くことです。私が一番行きたい旅行先はハワイです。私はフランスです。一番お気に入りではないんですけどすごく昔にサンタさんからもらったゲーム機です。チームメイトからもらった私の似顔絵です。私の一番好きなショットはスマッシュです。ヘアピンです。私が組んでみたい選手は中国のマージン選手です。理由はバドミントンのことをいろいろ教えてくれそうだし、前衛がとてもうまいので一回組んでみたいです。私は中国のユーヤン選手です。理由は同じ前衛のタイプなんですけど、とても参考にしているので組んでみたいです。
When we return, we find out how former men's doubles world champion Chandra Wijaya is using a national tournament to help Indonesian badminton. Welcome back. Before the break, we asked you to name the player who won his first ever Indonesia Open title this year. The answer is Janne Jorgensen. The Danish shuttler defeated Japan's Kenichi Tago in a closely fought battle. The Dane took it in straight games 21-18, 21-18 to become the first European to claim the title. It was also his first ever Superseries championship in Asia. A few weeks ago, Badminton Unlimited featured one of Indonesia's best in men's doubles during the 90s and early 2000s, Chandra Wijaya. This week, we look at how the country's favourite son, now retired from competitive badminton, continues to dedicate his time to the sport he loves and excelled in. Besides running his own badminton academy, Chandra also organises national tournaments. We drop by the city of Senayan, south of the nation's capital Jakarta, on the first day of the Yonex Sunrise Men's Doubles Championships.
Turnamen ini sudah ke-6 kalinya ya.
This tournament is now in its 6th year. And as my background and experience lie in the men's doubles, I got involved in this championship. I started this tournament because of the long and outstanding history of Indonesian badminton in the men's doubles.
Khususnya ganda putra.
The championships played host to both local and international players. Following the 5 games, 11-point scoring system, the event saw players from various international clubs competing.
This tournament is solely for men's doubles. We have all the age groups from under 13, 15, 17, under 19, the open category and the veteran group with a combined age of 85 and above.
In the veteran category, some of Indonesia's legends could be seen showing off their skills.
Maksud kami supaya
The purpose of inviting them is for the junior players and current generation to get the chance to watch these legends in action, who still have the enthusiasm and the skills to inspire. I hope the younger players will be motivated by watching these former players in action.
juga yang muda-muda gitu.
The players and fans who attended the tournament were also given the opportunity to see close up some of the more recently retired stars. Chandra and his former men's doubles partner, Sigit Budiarto, were in action in the open category.
Ini turnamen yang ke-6 kalinya dan baru kali ini
This may be the 6th time we have held this tournament, but this is the first time I decided to partner Sigit Budiarto once more to boost the enthusiasm of the young players. My intention was nothing more but to motivate and inspire the kids here.
atau berpartisipasi di turnamen ini.
In its 6th year, the tournament had a tough start. Financial, logistical and promotional challenges had to be overcome. Chandra had to use the same determination and composure that comes from being an Olympic champion and world #1 to pull it all together.
Ya tentunya persiapannya tidak
For sure,
mudah ya, bahkan
it was not easy during the initial preparation stages. We had to look for sponsors all the time. We needed a lot of support from various parties like participants from clubs around Indonesia, sponsors, the media, PBSI, and the Minister of Youth and Sports. All this helped in ensuring that the tournament received as much attention as possible. And from year to year, I could see it producing good results, and the tournament has contributed to Indonesia badminton.
nasional itu sendiri gitu loh.
Turnamen ini karena sudah berlangsung 6 kali.
Since this tournament is already in its 6th year, the sponsors are familiar and are aware of how the Chandra Wijaya Men's Doubles Championships is being run. The sponsors are confident with us. A lot of our sponsors that have supported us previously have continued to do so this year.
Yang lalu tahun ini pun tetap mendukung.
Participants arrive in droves every year for this event to hone their skills, showcase their talents, and to gain exposure for their game. This year alone, about 80 clubs across Indonesia signed up to compete for a total of $25,000 in prize money.
I'm excited to be here because this is a new experience for me. I hardly get the chance to play in Jakarta because I came from Riau.
To be honest, I'm very excited. Firstly, to get more experience and hopefully to achieve some good results.
Not one to settle for less, Chandra is hoping to grow the tournament. Plans are in place to have more of these events and not necessarily just in the country.
Saya mengucapkan terima kasih.
My appreciation goes out to all the participants, sponsors, and clubs, not only around Indonesia, but also the participating players from other countries. From this, I hope to continue to expand, not only to increase the quality of the tournament, but to also increase the prize money. The plan is to hold it outside of Jakarta, and if possible, even outside of Indonesia in the future. That is my sincere and biggest hope, because I want everyone to have a chance to play in this tournament, the younger players and the future top men's doubles players.
With the same conviction and resoluteness with which he approached his game during his playing days, Chandra Wijaya may just see his hopes and dreams come true. The MetLife BWF World Superseries reached the 10th stage of its 12-tournament schedule as Paris played host to this year's Yonex French Open. With a prize money of $250,000 and priceless points for the BWF Destination Dubai rankings, the event delivered some scintillating badminton action last week. The women's doubles began finals day as China's Ma Jin and Tang Yuanting took on compatriots Yu Yang and Wang Xiaoli. On a high after their Denmark Open win earlier in the month, two-time world champions Yu and Wang were hoping to make it two in a row. 36 minutes and 2 games later, the French Open title was theirs. Ma and Tang were comfortably brushed aside as Yu and Wang clinched the match 21-15, 21-9. Up next was the men's singles as Chinese world number 7 Wang Zhengming faced Chinese Taipei's number 1 shuttler Chou Tianchen. Chou had been in fine form. Janne Jorgensen, Victor Axelsen and Tommy Sugiarto were some of his victims en route to this final. Even with a slow start, he was simply unstoppable as it ended 10-21, 25-23, 21-19 to the Chinese Taipei player. It was a battle of the top 2 seeds in the women's singles as Li Xuerui took on Wang Shixian in their 4th finals meeting of the season. This was also Li's 10th finals appearance in as many tournaments and had looked to mark it with a win. But it wasn't to be. Midway through the second game, the world number 1 Li was forced to retire due to injury. With that, Wang claimed her 3rd Super Series title, 21-15, 8-3. The mixed doubles had England's husband and wife pairing of Chris and Gabrielle Adcock up against Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir. Still smarting from their Denmark Open loss, the Indonesians were determined to get this one right. It took just over half an hour for 3-time All-England champions Tontowi and Liliana to show their class over their European counterparts, winning it 21-9, 21-16. It was Denmark versus Japan in the concluding men's doubles final as Matthias Bo and Karsten Mogensen locked horns with Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa. Having only tasted defeat once at the hands of their Japanese counterparts, Bo and Mogensen were keen to keep it that way going into this match. Despite losing the first game, the Danish world number 3 pair tightened their grip for the rest of the match, clinching it 18-21, 21-9, 21-7 for their 3rd Super Series title in 2014. That concluded the final European leg of the MetLife BWF World Superseries for this year. We are in the UAE after the break as world champion Chen Long jets into Dubai to promote the sport ahead of the BWF Destination Dubai World Super Series finals. This week's Player of the Week is Chinese Taipei's men's singles player Chou Tianchen. The world number 13 defied all odds at the recently concluded French Open, winning his first ever major title at the Super Series event last week. Upstaging China's Wang Zhengming in an exciting 3-game final, the Taiwanese shuttler had also defeated a host of top players, including last year's champion Janne Jorgensen and Swiss Open winner Victor Axelsen in the earlier rounds. This will surely give the 24-year-old a much-needed confidence boost as he looks to end the year strongly. We're in the global city of Dubai now, the most populous in the United Arab Emirates. Known for its lavish riches and glamour, it has rapidly gained a reputation for showcasing grand international sporting events. We were here a few months ago when the Badminton World Federation brought some of the best players in the world in its ongoing commitment to boost badminton in the region. Well, the administrators of the game were at it again recently. This time, it was the turn of the men's singles world champion to add some star quality and promote badminton and the BWF Destination Dubai World Superseries finals while taking in the sights of the city.
It's been great. Dubai is a modern city, a dynamic city. When I got to the top of the Burj Khalifa, I realized what a beautiful and exciting city it was.
Here it comes.
Chenlong had been in great form recently. Having won gold in Copenhagen at the leading BWF World Championships in August, he returned to Denmark to retain the Yonex Denmark Open before jumping on the plane to Dubai. The 25-year-old is understandably enjoying the moment.
I've been to a lot of tournaments lately, so obviously I'm a bit tired at the moment, but I feel good. I've done well in recent months and I feel confident. The most important thing for me is my attitude. If I can have a positive attitude, then I know I can do well in tournaments.
Having a player with such star power certainly helps to get the sport noticed. The United Arab Emirates does not have a badminton federation, so big promotions such as this help to generate interest in a country where other sports are fighting hard to make an impact. For the Dubai Sports Council, which has a 4-year multi-platform partnership with the BWF, badminton provides the right balance of ease of play, health, and elite competition.
The competition level in badminton and the type of the atmosphere it creates, it's energetic. So the community loves it, and we'd like to create a healthy community.
Part of this development process will also include the BWF Destination Dubai World Superseries finals, which will be held in the city in December. The top 8 players from across all 5 categories will compete for the right to stand on top of the winner's podium and be crowned the best player or players of the season.
When you see one big event, it pulls a crowd. So this one is a big badminton series final. It's not just the beginning or a station, it's a final. People are paying for the big money. And actually this year is the biggest money ever made before. Even if I don't go for the winning, the energy that creates gives you the motivation to go home, oh, let's play a little bit.
I think the fans and the best players in the badminton world will be very excited to come to Dubai for the Super Series finals. It's a substantial prize money, so it will be very intense. I believe it's going to be held here for 4 years, so that's a very good thing.
The finals, which boast $1 million in prize money, will be held at the 15,000 capacity Hamdan Sports Complex. Chenlong was shown the multi-sport stadium as part of his tour and was impressed by what he saw.
Well, the stadium here is world-class. I must say the facilities are just state-of-the-art. I was very impressed by it. It's well-designed, and I believe it's an excellent stadium to host the World Super Series finals.
It was a hectic day for the world number 2, but he handled the press interviews, photos, as well as the meet and greets with the composure you would expect from a genuine star of the game. But the most important achievement from his visit could not be measured on the day or the next. It will only be known many years in the future if and when the region becomes a thriving badminton community. Before we go, let's find out what's happening on the international circuit in our Badminton Unlimited calendar. Next week on Badminton Unlimited, we catch up with England's #1 men's singles player, Rajiv Yusuf, as he talks about his career. And we're back in Dubai to find out what else Chunlong got up to on his visit. See you next week.